Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Ingram Jones. As you know, if you've been watching my YouTube channel enough times, you're probably wondering why I've started the video like this, but I am still pretty shaken up. If you may not have heard the news, there has been an earthquake in the Caribbean. Well, I can't tell whether it was a tremor or an earthquake. All I can tell you is that I was uploading some videos to YouTube, some boxing videos. In fact, I just finished uploading or just finished recording my video, my boxing news roundup video, and I'll just put it on the upload to YouTube. And then I'm sitting down, I'm feeling my bed shake. So first the bed is shaking. I'm thinking, well, that's odd, maybe it's just. Then the next thing, I'm seeing the actual floor move, and the house is shaking. And our house is pretty solidly built. Well, most houses are solidly built, but you know what I mean. It's shaking. The whole floor is shaking, and I'm telling you, you know, at that point in time, you want to make sure that check and see my wife's okay. But what do you do at a point in time like that? You know, there's an earthquake. What are you gonna do? Ring your mate and say, "Hey mate, I've got an earthquake. Can you come and help me out? Can you come fix an earthquake?" It's not a laughing matter. It's pretty serious. Now, supposedly the earthquake, there's been, don't get me wrong, there's been tremors on the island before, and very light tremors, but this is very different. I mean, it was for about 30 seconds of very uncomfortable moments, because, so what do? If you're born in the UK, you're not taught on how to deal with an earthquake. And you hear about it in America, but it doesn't directly affect you unless your family involved with it. And then you have a situation here where there is an earthquake, and what do? You kind of freeze, or the expression we have in England, shook. Well, yeah, that's a reason to be shook. Believe me, that's a proper reason to be shook. Don't matter how bad you are, no matter how big a punch you can throw or take, no matter how much money you got, if you're trapped in that situation with an earthquake, it ain't even funny. But anyway, I think it's magnitude of 6.2 was reported, started in Venezuela. Was reported, and Venezuela and Trinidad, which are very close to one another, and of course Trinidad and Grenada are about half an hour away by plane, closely connected as islands. And anytime there's an earthquake or anytime there's a tremor, the rest of the islands do feel it. But it's gone as far as St. Lucia, Barbados has felt it, and I was doing my research as well. California and New Zealand felt the earthquake as well, so that's not really good. And the more reports I'm getting now, there's a cyclone on its way to India. It's on the coast of India at the moment, and that's due to hit India within the next 24 hours. So I understand what is going on the earth. I don't know. I said it's what do you do when you have an earthquake? A lot of people are probably sitting in their rooms now, probably thinking, why is he going on about an earthquake? Well, it doesn't affect me. Believe me, if you're out on holiday, or if you're out in the Caribbean or in America and an earthquake hits you, you'll soon shit your pants. You'll soon understand. Anybody who's been a part of an earthquake or watching this from the Caribbean, I mean, I went to check my Facebook page, and within 10 minutes checking my Facebook page, there were people all across the island who had experienced it. People in other islands had experienced it as well, just talking about how distressing. That's probably the most 15, 20 seconds or 30 seconds, the most distressing of my lifetime. And after that earthquake, and then sending the information out, I sent it out via Twitter, sent it through Facebook, and I kind of thought to myself, this is information that people need to get a hold of and understand. And you do find out who your friends are and who your people are, that are up at the time. They'll share the information, but it kind of made me, after that, it made me want to shut down everything, shut down my Facebook, shut down my Twitter, shut down my YouTube, shut down everything, because at the end of the day, you're reporting information like that, and so we say, well, it's your responsibility, or it's good that you're reporting the news, because if you don't report it, somebody else, somebody else to do. But I went and did this video first on Spreecast, because there's no way I could have got on YouTube on time to spread the news and let people know what was going on. Mainly this information is for people back home in the back in the UK and internationals in Europe and across the world that may watch this video or want to know more about what happened in the earthquake. It was pretty violent a shake. I don't know if it was an earthquake or tremor. Some wise guy on Facebook asked me the question, do you know if it was a tremor or an earthquake? Well, hold on a second, let me go outside and measure it. The guy was going to argue me down, but if it's gone across, the fact of it's gone across all the islands, plus it's gone across to California, right? It's gone to South America. You know, it's supposedly that same tremor of earthquakes when it hit New Zealand as well. You know, it's pretty serious, regardless of whether it's a tremor or an earthquake. It's pretty serious. So there's a lot of things happening at the moment, and you know, it's just another one of those things. It's a lot of prayer, man. You know, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what to think. Apart from still pretty shaken up, but alive and well enough to be able to tell you guys I'm okay, and I hope that people across the UK, across the Caribbean, across the Caribbean are safe and well, and nobody was injured at the point in time when they were walking, because God forbid I wouldn't want to be outside at the time with that earthquake. You know, I'm just, thank God I was in a position. Anybody else experience an earthquake out there? Of people who watch my videos or watching it for the first time? Just got to say a prayers for family, friends and people around the world. These are real strange and dark times, and boy, you know, I don't know, that earthquake, that 15 to 30 seconds has made me really think about a lot of things. The importance of Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and the value of life. You know, something like that shakes your consciousness up. You know, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But at this point in time, I want to shut every social media that I have and just don't want to know. But I don't know. Maybe tomorrow I'll clear my head and probably think differently. But this minute in time, I can just remember that I just feel the trembling and the whole room shaking and just not knowing what the hell to do. Most helpless feeling. Well, that's about it. This has been Ingram Jones, visibly shaken and stirred, and even James Bond will be shitting himself at this time. I'm out.